So if you've got 20 grand to spend on a 1.5 litre Mazda MX-5, is it worth spending a few grand more and going for the more powerful 2 litre version? How much more speed does that extra money bring? We took both versions of Mazda's brilliant new sports car to Brighton Park to find out.
It really is such a tremendous amount of car for the money, the new MX-5, and it's gone right back to its kind of core values. 20,000 quid this car costs, and okay, it's only got 130 or so horsepower, not that much torque, but that doesn't matter, it's really not important. It still goes perfectly well enough, the 1.5 MX-5, as you can see. It stops really nicely, and the key thing, well no, there are several key things, but one of the key things is how much it weighs. It only weighs just over a tonne. That's so important if you want to try and make a sports car properly agile. That's what I mean, it's gone right back to its kind of core values, where speed is not of the absolute essence, but fun is. And that really comes across, particularly I think in the 1.5. But we're here to see just how much quicker the more expensive, bigger engine MX-5 is compared with this one. I don't know if it's going to be that much faster, to be honest, because you can just be pretty much flat out everywhere in this thing, is what it feels like. It's all right then, time lap. Obviously I've got the traction control turned off, because you do. Well, I don't want to be chucking it around all over the place. I just want to make it a nice, neat lap, if I can. Yeah, that's not bad through there. Stops really nicely, but when you've got such a relatively small amount of weight to stop, the braking just feels fantastic on any lightweight car. The temptation then is to just leave it all far too late and outbrake yourself into every corner because it stops so well, but it feels great, this thing, it really does. Both ends slide, but both ends feel really quite nicely planted at the same time. Nice and flat, pretty much through there, through the S's. Okay, just keep it neat through these last 2 corners, relatively neat. I'm not going to change up into third because I don't want to. 119 dead. That is not rapid at all, but that's fast enough, you know.
That's what the 1.5 litre MX-5 can do. A good but hardly mind-blowing time of 1 minute 19 seconds. So how much time does an extra 500cc plus a limited slip differential buy you? And more to the point, is it worth it?
What does another 4 and a bit grand get you? And what does another 30 or so horsepower get you? Because that's the difference between the 2 and the 1.5. First thing I can notice immediately is the sound. The 2 litre definitely sounds a little bit more potent, a fair bit fruitier in the exhaust, and it definitely goes better in a straight line, quite a lot better in a straight line actually. It does feel that little bit heavier, which it is. It's about 100 kilograms heavier. No, a little bit less than 100, but I mean there is a difference. There's about a human being's worth of difference in weight between the 2 litre and the 1.5. Although this is a warm-up lap, I can definitely feel that in the way there's just a bit more inertia that you need to keep control of in the 2 litre. Through those fast S's, it's just wanting to lean that little bit more, but obviously the 2 litre is going to offset that and then some with its extra speed down the straight. Right, we start our lap. Doesn't rev as high. The 1.5 revs to, well, it feels like it revs to nearly 8 actually, and this one is all through by about 6.8, the 2 litre. It's nice through there though. You're just aware of carrying that much more energy onto this back straight. I don't think the gearbox in the 2 litre is just as sweet somehow. There's just a little bit more resistance. You've got to have the same approach though. You've got to try and keep it nice and neat. I mean, you can throw the 2 litre, you throw any MX-5 around to your heart's content, and it's hilarious, but it's not the quickest way. Yeah, that's quite nice through there actually. Up to 4 through the S's. Flat through here just about. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely quicker. How much quicker? Oh yeah, quite a lot quicker. 3.5 seconds quicker. That is what your 4 and a bit grand gets you. I mean, that's pretty clear cut.
We should point out here that the 2 litre MX-5 was the sport model, which gets stiffer Bilston dampers. These help the car on the track, no question, but they also make it stiffer on the road, where we think the softer but slower 1.5 litre car is actually the better of the 2 to drive. Click on the video windows to watch our guide to the Honda Civic Type R or our review of the Audi RS3. Click on the play icon for our latest video and on our logo to subscribe to our channel.